Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin. Professor Farrell of the Mount Jennings Observatory, Chicago, Illinois, reports observing several explosions of incandescent gas occurring at regular intervals on the planet Mars.
Is there?
Yeah, that's Eric
Like an
Andre.
intro thing.
I was assuming we were gonna do. Do we want to do that? All right.
Yeah.
Figure out this something.
Yeah,
All right.
let me do it.
Well, do the intro.
Hello and welcome to the 7th episode of the Half and Half Podcast.
Alright, well, we're not...
Oh my god. And actually, all right, welcome to the 7th episode of the Cartoon Planet Resurgence, Resurrection, if you will.
Cartoon
Fully,
Planet.
fully alternative.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
Is that the season 2 or is that season 3?
I don't know.
remember.
I think 2 is progressive and the new one's alternative. I don't care because I got bored after the first episode.
Damn. All right. Well, anyway, yeah, we're back. We're the Cartoon Planet. It's been some time. It's been more than a year now.
We're back. We're black.
Yeah. You know.
We tried. I tried setting up this recording so that it would be on, like, we would get the episode out on the anniversary of the day we were removed, but that didn't work out.
But that did not pan out.
Nope.
Oh god. That would have been amazing.
It would have been.
No. Hey, this is like
Fucking hell.
or this is a reboot, reimagining. You know, Cartoon Planet.
I like to think it's.
You know,
whatever you want.
I like to think it's like a season 2 type thing.
It's
This
like a
is
soft.
kind of like
Yeah.
you know, Terminator Genesis or like Godzilla 2000 of like podcasts right now.
Have,
Oh, it's like the. It's like
you mean
the-
1997
have any of you seen like
Godzilla.
the new?
or 1998? Thank
It's
you.
the fucking. It's like, you know how like every movie now is like a soft reboot. It's like retelling the old story, but it's in the same continuity.
Yeah, it's like this new Star Wars trilogy, except good.
That's basically what this
This
is.
is basically
like-
are we gonna?
Psycho.
Okay, can we
It's like Psycho reboot, pretty much.
can we start
Yeah,
off?
with John-
Can we
yeah,
start
with
off like
John-
a Jurassic
say
World
John
2,
Travolta.
where
I was gonna say John Travolta too, but it's Vince Vaughn. He masturbates in that.
John
movie.
Travolta in Gotti. You've
Yeah.
heard of that?
The movie pass sponsored Gotti.
John Travolta was
do you
in
think-
that fucking Our Friend Martin movie. It was weird.
Yeah, he
Didn't-
was.
I think
Soft
I heard.
reboot of
I think I heard
Flubber.
something about like John
Need
Travolta.
that.
John Travolta is one of the people accused of sexual harassment. He has had like multiple things against like male massagers.
Yeah, that's been like a thing forever. He just loves those
Alright.
massagers.
All right, so guys, we're back. What are we gonna talk about now that we're here
We talk
more
about
than a
this
year
image
later?
that I found of like 50 Cent and John Travolta standing next to each other.
Yeah, it's great to talk. And yeah, and fucking
talk about an image
audio
on a
Let's talk
podcast.
Hey, you can describe. It's like, all right, I'll describe it to you. 50 Cent and John Travolta are standing next to
Oh.
each other, and they're in suits and bow ties. And they're not.
We can
looking at
edit
each
this
other.
in.
Yeah, but what about the people who aren't watching it? They're
Yeah,
just
we can-
listening.
No, we can put the picture in the thing.
All right. Well, all right. Besides that, what should we talk about, guys? It's been some time. Has anything cool happened to you in the past year?
Fuck. I started doing cartoons more often sometimes, I guess. That's cool. I just participated in like my first reanimated thing. You know, like that whole thing where like everyone does like a different scene in their own art
Is it
style.
Kirby reanimated?
Yeah.
No, I tried submitting for that, but like it was already closed at that time.
Oh.
I wanted to be in that one. I'm in the.
I know. One of our friends was able to he got in for that, and they gave him like one scene where it's literally just a character taking a book off a shelf, and like, that's it.
You can do like so many like weird things with that.
Yeah.
I think I told
like-
you guys. It was I got the Powerpuff Girls one.
Mm.
It was like the episode Twisted Sister, and it's just like a scene of like Bunny just hugging them and then dropping them, and I was like, yeah, but I like made these designs. I'm just gonna tweak like the shots a little bit just so like I can show these off like for like half a second. And it was like it took me like 2 days because I didn't realize that like the deadline was like the day after I got the email. So like I had like done like the sketch work and then I think some of the line art, and then I was like, okay, yeah, I'll work on this later. And then like I checked my emails and I just found the fucking deadline. It's like, yeah, July 22nd. I was like, ah, shit. And then I just rushed it out like super quickly. I just finished the whole animation in like 2 days.
That's pretty impressive.
You know, it's been a sad year for us. The internet, these SJWs, you call them, they killed my man Alex Jones.
Oh,
They killed my man.
Topical.
They got rid of.
I can't believe that Alex Jones. He was right. These fucking SJWs putting chemicals in the water that are turning the freaking frogs gay.
You know how there are a lot of celebrities that have been on Alex Jones's radio show. Kanye West was supposed to go on there before he fucking pussied out, and then he went on Jimmy Kimmel and he talked about like Pornhub and shit like that.
It's really weird, right? Because when I first heard about Alex Jones, it was about like a year or two ago. Because I started listening to this podcast called Mysterious Universe.
Yeah.
And it's like a conspiracy theory, paranormal type thing. And they always just bring up Alex Jones as like a joke. Like they have like I think like an Alex Jones soundboard. And it's like they like press a button. It's like, and then I watched the werewolf. He just raped this little girl. I just watched it. It was horrifying.
I think my favorite. Have any of you heard the soundbite of like Alex Jones describing his encounter with a goblin at like a swimming pool?
I think.
What?
No, it's a real thing. It was
I've
like
heard
this
that.
was years ago, and he was just like, "All right, so there was this guy, right? He was this little pot-bellied old man who, he looked like a literal goblin. But I try to be thankful, like, oh, he's probably just an old man. Looks haven't been too kind on him. But then he just looked at me, right? He looked at me right in the eye, and he stuck his finger in his nose, and he pulled out a booger and just went like, ugh." It's like
I want to see Kanye
you can
on
tell-
that show. He goes like, Kanye, how you doing, man? He's like, I'm doing good. Now, tell us how to get rid of your kind.
How is slavery a choice?
I got messages from the aliens, and they said that your race is inferior to mine.
Well,
Okay,
you know
so-
about Alex Jones.
Not that much. I didn't really watch that stuff because it would never
You don't
interest me.
need
Fucking-
politics,
but it's just-
man.
It's just weird, right? Because he was just this like goofy like old man who like said dumb shit that I found on my conspiracy theory podcast, and now apparently he's like an actual political figure, and that like scares
Kind
me.
of always
Yeah,
been one. It's just that everyone just like clips him on Twitter and just goes like, "Look at how silly Alex Jones is." He like lies about like the fucking Sandy Hook kids being crisis actors.
You know what's weird? Alex Jones is like, both of my parents are older than Alex Jones. He's like 44 years old. I thought he was like at least in his mid-50s.
That's weird. Doesn't he have like 2 kids or whatever?
Yeah, he has like some kids, and he was involved in like a really weird divorce hearing where there's like whole articles about Alex Jones's custody battle where he just said, oh, he just take his shirt off for no reason, and he said like he couldn't remember something that one of his lawyers told him because he ate like a big ass bowl of chili that made him forget what he was supposed to say. And what else is there?
His muscle mass increased.
There was chemicals in the chili that made me forget things.
Listen, he may be an asshole.
He
but
forgot
he's
to take.
dad bod.
He forgot to take his. He forgot.
He does
to
have a
drink,
dad bod.
He forgot to drink the bone broth.
Yeah, I just saw clips of him like referencing like Star Wars politics and shit. I'm just like, all right.
He's fucking weird. I don't know what like the deal with him is. He just kind of appeared one day. Apparently he's really bad at opening pickle jars.
You got pop it.
Like there's a video of him. Yeah, he's like,
Just gotta pop it. They're an alien because they turn it. You're supposed to pop it.
It's like Hillary Clinton.
fucking weird.
It's like Hillary Clinton's like, can you open up this jar? She just like does it wrong. You're like, that's not how you open a jar of pickles.
Alright, that's not how you open up a jar of pickles. Alright, you gotta, you're not supposed to like, turn it off and just you're supposed to just pop it right there. Oh, I gotta stop doing the Alex Jones voice because that hurts my throat.
Do we have a thumbnail?
Glem, what have you been up to?
Well, I guess one of the big things that is recently I graduated high school, so that's cool.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah,
Did you like?
that's fun.
Did you
That
leave?
hell's past me.
Did you leave early or did you do your 4th year?
I did my.
Nice.
Big dum dum. Big
alright.
stupid.
Yeah.
You didn't drop out. That means you'll have more job opportunities.
What's the prom going?
I did go to prom. That was something that's not interesting.
Why?
At all.
You went.
I didn't do anything at
We
prom.
were-
Prom was
okay, well, we
boring.
were-
See, what happened at prom was they just played a lot of rap songs, and I couldn't dance to anything.
We were
Dance to it.
Cyber and I were playing
couldn't, no.
Jackbox games yesterday, and there was one thing in the game Fibbage that was talking about like a communism themed prom.
Yeah. What's up with that? Like, did everyone just have like hammer and sickles with them?
I'm gonna look this up.
Oh, wait.
If
Did every time someone wanted to like drink from the punch bowl, did they have to like share it with everyone? Like how the fuck does like a communist themed prom work?
Everybody.
they probably had like
Everybody gets 2 crackers. Everybody gets two gifts.
it was even better because it was called a promunism.
Everyone is the fucking king and queen of the prom.
Yeah.
It's called.
But yeah,
called-
prom was just actually
Dude, that was
boring.
It's called
It's something I
promunism.
kind of regretted going to
My
actually.
knee reconstructed when my prom happened, so I can't even be made fun of.
Jesus.
It was epic.
Okay, I've never been to prom because so I lived in Brazil for I think all of my middle school and the first year of high school. And the thing is, because school years start and end at different times, I basically had to redo my entire first year of high school when I moved here to America. And so it's like haven't had the chance to like experience like any sort of like dance or like prom or whatever or like homecoming. And I'm like, cause I'm like a pussy, and I love emotional like gushy shit. I'm like, I want to go to prom. It's cause like
It's
I think
not
it'd
that
be-
emotional.
It really isn't.
I'm
like,
just,
school
I
dances
just
in
like stuff
general
like
are-
that.
School dances in general are just boring.
It's just, it was not like the only thing worth it was that there was like a photo booth there, and I went alone because I didn't have a girlfriend. I still don't. But I went alone, so I went to like the photo part and just took like pictures. I got like pictures taken, like HD pictures by myself.
Hmm.
just to me like holding my arm like with no one in it.
Aww.
It's pretty fun.
I fucking like. I want to maybe like buy like a plane ticket for Shay or whatever, and like maybe we could go together. I think that might be nice. Just,
Be cool.
but even then, it's like we might as well just hang out and like do something else rather than just like go to a shitty dance full of people we don't care about.
Music you don't like.
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like
There weren't that many slow songs. It was just a bunch of rap.
that seems very unfitting for a prom.
No, but it's because it's just I was full of like it was in a high school with, like a lot of white kids who like
Oh
rap.
god, they play like oh shit. Like what? I'm sorry.
That's a
Glenn,
good
my-
photo.
That
I've
is
never seen that
beautiful.
one. That one's.
I am not.
That one's juicy.
Dude, we could Photoshop that. Make
Fucking
a
hell.
Glem put you like running away from something.
Fantastic. But other than that, yeah, high school is. I'm happy to be done with that. That was kind of a really kind of just not troubling, but just like I don't know, a part of my life I didn't like.
Meandering.
It seems like high school is kind of like a waste of time.
It feels like it.
Like, I get the point of it. It's like, okay, this is that way when I finish it, like, people will know I'm, like... I have, like, basic intelligence, so that way I can, like, work at McDonald's or whatever. And it's like, I get that, but, like, I honestly don't really care, and I'm gonna forget most of the stuff I'm being taught.
But other than that, I guess the other, like, legitimately, or not legitimate, obviously, graduating high school is bigger, but, like, the thing that kind of, that we're back here for is that Mars and I started a new podcast that has been going on for a year now.
It's epic.
Basically, it was all
It's the half and half podcast where we review movies, cartoons, and
Yeah.
other guff.
Maybe it's just because it's been ongoing, but it just doesn't feel like it's been a year, you know?
Yeah, we're only on like almost the 20th episode at this point.
I think, yeah, there.
Which instead of like in terms of like this, where Cartoon Planet only had 6.
Well, yeah, because Cartoon Planet fucking died, and now we're back.
Yeah.
Hey, I guess we're bringing it back. This is probably gonna be a bit of like a monthly thing.
Yeah, it's not gonna be.
We
it's
just
not
kind of
gonna
want to
be,
do
like,
these occasionally, just for like the hell of it, so we can like talk and like catch up about
Yeah,
stuff.
so we can
It's
just,
not gonna be like a
fun.
major thing. It's just gonna be more like a side project.
I'm no longer editing.
Yeah.
I bet you're relieved. God.
That's fine. I didn't mind it.
Also, like, I know that, like, I had, like, the whole thing where it's like, what's us in the spaceship? And it's like, I mean, that was cool in concept, but, like, it's been a year and my art's, like, a lot better, and, like, I look at that and I'm like, ugh, that looks bad. And
Should we reboot it and maybe name it something else that's not Cartoon Planet?
that would be quite convenient.
That is usually the general criticism we get for most of the people who have talked about the show.
Should
So,
we like reboot it?
Very
like,
valid criticism. Fucking
Yeah, we'll name it Normal Boots.
normal boots to
Yeah.
regular edition.
Fuck you,
Half
peanut
it.
butter,
Yeah.
pro Jared, fucking freak.
The Half a Planet podcast.
Is that what we're gonna call this video? Just like
Not at all.
normal boots regular edition.
Normal boots,
Yeah,
but we're not
I-
fucking
I-
soy boys. Look at their fucking like thumbnails. It's like peanut butter gamer, like with his mouth wide open, with his like shitty hipster glasses.
Just
Also, why
found
is like
Soylent.
film theory on there?
It
Yeah, they're
is.
probably
I
is.
don't watch.
They're friends
Normal
with it?
Boots. I don't give a shit about like fucking Pro Jared or Peanut Butter Game or any of those guys.
I used to watch a lot of Pro Jared. He's not that. I think the only reason I watch Pro Jared is because he left Screw Attack.
He's cool on hard
Uh,
news, but I see no real reason to watch a pro Jared video.
There was a
I think he was the one I always liked the most.
there was a good while where I was like marathoning him for some reason because I just like all of his
Yeah.
videos about like JRPGs and stuff. There's not a lot of people
Yeah,
who cover that.
Yeah, he's a pretty good content creator. He's probably the most consistent one I've at least watched.
He has uploaded like months.
Yeah, the thing
He
is,
was the I find it was the most consistent. I have no idea. I don't know what he's doing now.
the way his videos are. I'm pretty sure they're unscripted, but like I feel like
Hmm.
I kind of like that about it. It's like kind of more chill and like laid back, and it's like just kind of hearing this dude's opinions about these like things he likes.
Yeah, I don't know what about it, but like I kind of distanced myself from Achievement Hunter and Screw Attack, and because both of the people who I was the most interested in left, and I just want to go like watch their things, like Ray's streams from Achievement Hunter. I like his stuff occasionally.
I don't really.
Is
I
like
don't.
Rooster Teeth the new big one now? Like the big like hub channel?
Oh yeah. I mean, it is. It's
Dude,
big
they
as
have like
shit.
a
Rooster
fucking
Teeth has been
they have like
big
a
for.
cartoon show where it has like what's his name?
like
No,
four
they have
cartoon
like some
shows.
show. It
yeah.
has like famous that they have the fucking Black Panther. What the fuck is his name? Yeah, they have Michael B. Jordan playing a character and like some other celebrity. It's like, damn.
It's got like a Michael.
I know
Michael
they
B.
have like
Jordan.
4 shows, don't they? Because it's a Ruby, Camp, the new Cowboy one. I think they have another one too.
Ruby
Fuck you,
Rider.
Ruby Rider. I hate Camp. I just keep seeing like being suggested to it. And there's that one video I was like, this isn't a kid show. It's like them cursing compilation.
This isn't a kids show.
Every time they say naughty word in Camp,
It has like 5 million views or something.
like okay, I will say like I get like I get why it's popular. It's like it's the funny children saying naughty words, but it's like it's actually a pretty funny show. I love the one joke that's like it's one of the first ones in episode 1, and it's like you do realize that like summer camp is just an excuse so that way parents don't need to take care of their children, right? And then once we get older, we'll do the same thing to our parents when they grow old. We'll just dump them at a fucking like old people's homes. That way we don't need to take care of them.
What
Some
do you
shit.
think? What do you guys think nursing homes are gonna look like in like 30 or 40 years when our current generation grows old and has to be put in the home? What do you think that's gonna look like? I think that's gonna be horrifying to see.
I kind of want to like I don't know if I want to become old. Like I know it's inevitable, but like there's just the chance that I might die before I become a wrinkly old fuck and I like go half blind.
Yeah.
And like a part of me kind of wishes that'll happen, you know? It's like fucking I'm just going to be a vegetable. Like I won't be able to do anything. Like what's the
You
point?
get like really bad arthritis. You can't pick up your pencil and draw.
I won't be able to make the funny cartoons anymore.
I'm like looking at this
Uh,
fucking video of the guy that made like the camp like cursing compilation. This fucking retard I don't understand why he did this. He's using footage from like Kiss Cartoon for a thing that's already available on YouTube. You fucking suck, dude. You're horrible.
Okay, why do they have the shit like on Kiss Cartoon if you can watch it for free on like fucking YouTube? Like, it's kind of like going like, hey, on Crunchyroll you can watch Ruby. It's like, yeah, but I can watch it for free on YouTube.
You go to Walmart and buy Ruby.
I thought you could like. I thought it was like a subscription thing. Isn't it a subscription thing or not?
They have one, but you can still watch all their stuff on YouTube. They're not leaving the platform.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was like.
They're a part of like I think Verve, right?
Yeah.
So.
I think.
Oh yeah, speaking of Verve, Tim, didn't you say that like Bravest Warriors is on like Canadian TV now?
I think it is.
I forgot that existed.
Everyone
Yeah,
forgot
I'm pretty sure
Bravest.
it's still ongoing too.
Everyone forgot.
But I think
Bravest
that's like a
Warriors.
premium subscription thing only.
Yeah, it's
Like
not
they're-
on YouTube anymore because independent animation on YouTube is dying.
Oh yeah, that's fucking depressing. By the way, it's like fucking Cartoon Hangover is like, yeah, we're gonna make TV quality animation using only YouTube AdSense, and then like a couple years later, they're like, ah, shit, we can't do this.
I've subscribed to like the Cartoon Hangover channel, and they have like these update videos, and it's really funny because a lot of them were just going like, Bravest Warriors, it's coming, and it's like 7 months later, like another update is like, still working on it.
It's coming.
They're coming.
It's still coming. Just any minute now. Any
Trust-
day.
Trust me, guys, V and Puppy Cat isn't dead. We're making another episode. Just wait another 2 years.
That's like their channel is like very depressing because it just goes like they probably put like many hours into like animating this, but this only gets like 4,000 like
The
8,000 views.
last episode of
They're fucking 107 fact videos though. Oh, those fucking blow up.
the last episode of Bee and Puppy Cat aired fucking like they had a Kickstarter campaign that, from what I remember, how much did the Kickstarter campaign raise? It raised
don't
like
know.
That's who's cool.
$800,000, and still they only have 10 episodes that were all released. Like the first episode was like the little pilot happened 2013, and then the first episode 2014, and then it took like 2 years to get the rest of them done.
Damn, if they needed a good Kickstarter, you guys, they should have got Mr. Enter.
You can only make you.
They should have got
Yeah.
Butch Hartman.
Butch
to run the
Hartman.
Kickstarter.
Yeah.
He can make Bravest Warriors, but with like, good Christian values, because all of his content embodies Christ.
Exactly.
Remember when he said that like the reason that people are killing themselves is because media is too violent, when his show was what inspired Randy Stair to shoot up those people in the supermarket.
I think Tara Strong was responsible for the death of Timmy's original voice actor.
Oh my fucking god, that was awful. Like, and the fact that didn't he do it like on
He
stream?
didn't do it on stream.
No,
He was
no,
playing,
he,
like,
he,
fucking-
he said it on his podcast that is edited and released onto YouTube.
Oh, that one. I was thinking the
What a
other one.
What a fucking douche. God.
I like how he did the other one, but he was
The other
playing
one where
Shark Tale.
he was like, where he's talking about criticism, that was like, that one everyone gives him shit for, but it's like, come on, man. There's a lot more bigger things to like talk about than him not wanting to listen to like fucking people on Twitter and YouTube. That's the only one I'll say like, all right, Butch, because I would do the same. I would just be
Fact,
like, I'm not gonna fucking listen to you.
The fact that he literally committed fucking fraud.
Yeah. Or like said that that's taken out of context. So I don't know. They just said that he just so happens to be like just talking at church, but I don't know the situation with that.
I doubt it. He released that video before he announced the Kickstarter, or like he was at that convention before he announced the thing, and it sounds like the language he uses, it's too like.
Wait, is there some sort of theory that like he's running a church for like tax evasion or something?
No, that's
but
not
okay.
the case.
I would believe that if someone
I
said
would
that.
believe
He's
it
just
too,
trying to
but-
indoctrinate people's kids into Christianity.
The problem is that technically counts as false advertising, and people who donated that wouldn't have donated if they didn't know that it was a Christian service.
Yeah, we're trying to give money to Butch Hartman anyway, so you guys don't deserve your money back.
Yeah, fucking... Okay, let me just say, right? So he had the Nuga Network, which is like his first thing, right? And that was completely free, but no one gave a shit about it. And then he does the exact same thing, but he's asking for money this time. And then people actually support it. And it's like, why? I don't get it, because no one gave a shit about the Nuke Network. Why was anyone giving a shit about Oaxis?
He barely promoted it.
Yeah.
But like, he did like one video about Oaxis, which was like, Oasis, Axis. You put them together, you get Oaxis.
I was very happy.
Now give me money.
I was very disappointed because like with Nuke Network, because like at one point they were just following cartoon reviewers, and there just goes like, you know, like how on Twitter people follow you can DM them. I had a direct connect with like Butch Hartman at one point where I could DM him, but then he unfollowed me before I could do anything.
Did you complain about Dougal and then he got sad?
Did you watch Dougal completely free on YouTube?
Yeah, you can, because the Weinstein company died.
Yeah, this is no restrictions. Oh, we can watch it on stream. Holy.
Yo, we should stream that. Can we stream that?
Live stream Dougal.
Oh god, that's gonna be something.
Fucking
also,
love
didn't
that.
like I remember the video Butch Hartman made where he was talking about Dougal. He didn't want to. It was happening like right around the Harvey Weinstein stuff, so he just didn't say Harvey Weinstein's name.
So Harvey Weinstein shoved his fingers in my ass, and I proposed to him Dougal. He's like, "Yeah, that's a good idea."
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein's fingers in my ass caused me to be inspired, and then I created Dougal.
Butch. Fuck you.
It's definitely not how he sounds.
He's like,
He's not even like,
Butch, please let me fuck you, please,
Butch,
bend over,
Butch.
He sounds more pathetic, like
Mr.
when he's like, he sounds like he's like scrub tier rapist, where he just like, he doesn't know, he's not assertive anything. He goes like, please come back into the room, please.
Well, no, that's not how he got away with it. Harvey Weinstein, both of the Weinstein brothers look like literal like goblins. Like they just look like ogres.
Wait, did Alex Jones meet them?
The Harvey Weinstein brothers, they looked at me, and then he picked his nose and went, brrr.
You know, he's not really defensible, but, you know,
Have any of you ever seen the like animated movie that Harvey Weinstein directed called The Gnome's Great Adventure?
I've heard of it.
The Rise and Fall of Nomi Weinstein.
Have you guys seen that one video of him where it's just kind of like, so Harvey Weinstein's at like a bar and some guy is like picking a fight with him and he like slaps him in his face like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, you piece of trash, and he looks super defeated.
I think I've seen that clip on YouTube, yeah.
I think I've also
It's
seen
like really bizarre because the guy wasn't slapping him because he's like a harasser or like rapist or anything. He was just like, he just wanted a picture with him, and Harvey Weinstein's like, no. Wow,
that's pretty shit.
Yeah. Alright, let's talk about something else.
Hey, okay, so there's something I've wanted to bring up. So, wait, Mars, I don't think you've seen Sorry to Bother You, but I know Glem has.
I have
Glem
seen
has, because he lives in a better place than I do.
Wait, is that the Glem biopic?
No, BlackKklansman's the Glem biopic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I saw. I don't know why. I think my theater was lucky to get it because I live in like bumfuck Wisconsin, so there was like barely any showings in the state except for like the one in my town, and then there was one that was like an hour away from me. Like the nearest showing apart from my theater was like 90 minutes away, so I was surprised that it showed up, but it was only there for like a week because the Teen Titans Go movie was more of a priority.
Glem's movie of the year so far.
Exactly.
Actually, I haven't watched the half and half about that one yet. Was it good? Like,
it is good.
Fuck it's a kid's
you.
Movie.
Fuck
it's a kid's
you.
movie.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Do you like this show, Cyber?
I mean, I like some of the episodes. I think they're pretty alright.
It's basically like an episode of the TV show.
It's a really good episode of the TV show, and
I don't know about that, but it's like a standard episode. But like, imagine if it was like, imagine they made an episode of TV movie.
They shake their ass. What do you want? What do you want them to do?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. SpongeBob had like ass jokes, but it was a better movie.
No, it is not. They had really good, funny animation gags. They had the Lion King one, where like they look disgusting with so many frames.
Okay, it's Cyber. You know what? Listen to the half and half. I guess. At least gauge your opinion on it. But Tim, what'd you think of Sorry to Bother You?
I thought it was great. I'm so glad that I got to see a movie that fucking bizarre, knowing that like Teen Titans Go to the movies was playing like right next door in the other theater.
Yeah. I think.
Oh,
no, you go.
I think that the fact that once I was leaving the theater, when some college white college girl was just leaving the theater, she just said like, "That was the most fucked up movie I've ever seen." I knew that like, yeah, this is something I could really enjoy.
Wait, what is Sorry to Bother You about again?
Okay, so Sorry to Bother You is about it takes place in Los Angeles, Oakland, I believe, and it basically it's a surreal comedy that follows this guy. What's his name? The actor's name? I forgot his name.
The actor's name is Lakeith Stanfield. He's the guy from
Get
Out.
Like he Get Out, yeah, and it follows him. He works in the call center, and it's sort of like
it's like the white guy voice, that movie.
Yeah. That thing.
Oh yeah.
I mentioned this before. I like how there's just back to back. There's just two like African American made films that both like have the predominantly white guy joke, white voice joke.
I'm pretty sure we like, because as I remember, right, I think Mars sent the trailer to that, and then he was like, "Look, it's the Glem movie," and then like a little bit after, like a couple days, they had the fucking like BlackKklansman trailer, and they're like, "Oh shit."
BlackKklansman? All the
Black.
Yeah, BlackKklansman.
BlackKklansman.
White Klansman's just a Klansman.
Yeah. There's nothing special about a white Klansman.
Yeah, but I think I also did enjoy the Sorry to Bother You. I saw that in New York because I'm cool. But I actually, what's messed up is I think my theater in New Jersey was supposed to get Sorry to Bother You because there was like a big cardboard cutout in like the lobby of Lakeith Stanfield, and like for some reason it never got it, so they just took that down eventually.
I
was kind of
I think
to see it in New York.
Just have him in your room. He like stares at you at night.
My theater only had like 2 screenings. My screening was mostly filled with like elderly people, so I thought that amplified the experience. Just seeing these old people, they weren't like shocked, but they were just disgusted. You can tell that a lot of elderly people were.
Actually, one like a cool thing that happened is I actually got to see this. I actually got to see Sorry to Bother You with one of our previous guests, Gary Tremarky.
Oh shit!
That's pretty fun. Yeah, we met up in New York City. Yeah.
Oh nice. Yeah, he's been like watching some of like my Twitch streams and stuff. He's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I think we've been DMing for a while, and we talked about like his stuff with Failing Upward, and he's a really cool guy to just hang out with. We're probably gonna do that some more. Yeah, exactly. But that was really cool. He was laughing a bit more at the jokes than I was.
Mm-hmm.
I
think he was having a bit of a giggle fit.
I think the thing
he
with
laughs at the actual jokes. You laughed at the racism parts.
No, but he was laughing more than the audience was.
That must have been uncomfortable.
He actually had previously seen the movie before I did.
Oh yeah,
so
I think it's one of those. I think it's a movie that'll probably get better. It'll ring better with me on rewatches because I was laughing at occasion. It wasn't like I wouldn't say it was the funniest movie of the year, but it was very inventive, and I appreciate
definitely what. Yeah,
I don't want to spoil much, but I'd recommend all the viewers see it if they can. It's probably not in most theaters anymore, but if you still do have a chance to see it, I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look up too much about the film because it's something that I would consider easily spoiled, and it would be better going in. Like the trailer doesn't spoil anything, but you know,
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
It goes in a direction that I think is best left to just be.
Yeah, but for me, it does take a turn at some point for me. It definitely does go off the rail at a point, and I'm still on the fence of whether I enjoyed that part like humorously, but it was very different, and I did like it.
At that
Sounds
point,
like a
I
really funny
was
lynch
just.
No, you assume there was like a lynch scene in BlackKklansman, and like I don't know where you got that like comparison.
Yeah. We were in the theater, and then there was a black man who was being slapped just because of his race, and then Glem started giggling. He was like, hee hee hee. He was like a little school girl.
There was like this one woman.
It was
She was just, like in the
disgusting.
movie. She was just sitting on the bus, refused to get up. And he's like, Glem's like, silly person.
I don't
Not
get it.
supposed to sit there.
Glem's favorite comedy.
There was a little black girl, and she was starting to drink like from the water fountain. And Glem was like, it was.
They want to go to school with the colored.
Glem's
Oh,
favorite
silly,
comedy.
silly black girl. You're supposed to go to the other water fountain.
Glem, I have a question.
but,
Is your
yeah.
favorite comedy movie 12 Years a Slave?
Yes, exactly.
Did I
love
ever
that
say
part.
this on the podcast?
My favorite part of
where, like, how I watched 12 Years a Slave?
I don't
How'd you
think
watch
so.
that?
Yeah, I like apparently like when I was watching 12 Years a Slave, I unintentionally like when I was watching it, I decided to watch it. I just so happened to have Popeyes and Kool-Aid at the same time. While I'm watching 12 Years a Slave.
Oh,
I was eating it. I was like, this is pretty good, and I looked down. I was like, oh, fuck.
I imagine you were just like,
God.
oh, you know what? I'm bored. It's a rainy afternoon. Nothing else to do. Why don't we watch 12 Years a Slave? That's a good way to kill like 2 hours.
It was like he's getting whipped and shit. He's like, ah! And I'm like crunching into this delicious chicken.
Man, this purple
Yeah,
Kool-Aid is
like,
delicious.
just like the Black Panther episode.
12 Years
I
a
did that one
Slave is, like,
intentionally. This one I did not.
12 Years a Slave is like not one. It's not a movie you can just watch on an afternoon. You gotta like plan your whole day around it.
There's a lot of movies like that. Like, I don't know. Also, with that movie, I feel like there's some movies you just only want to watch. You should probably only watch once. Like that, and like Moonlight and American History X. Like they're not like movies you're gonna go out of your way to watch. They're not. Like, they're not feel good movies.
I
so-
think I've been wanting to see Moonlight again because
I don't want to watch Moonlight.
I
again.
wouldn't say it was a very emotional experience, but I wouldn't say it's like on the level of something like Requiem for a Dream, where it's just like 2.5 hours of just misery.
Yeah.
I don't know.
but
Rewind the part
know,
where,
but
like, in
for-
Moonlight where like he smashes the chair over that guy's head.
Yeah, that was unintentionally funny.
It's just like just one shot of him just like picking up the chair very weirdly and just smashes on his head.
But I also saw the BlackKklansman.
Oh, you saw
It's
that?
pretty-
That
that's
came
out
out like
Yeah, so,
that came out like yesterday, and it's not.
I saw it on Thursday. I saw the 7 o'clock show.
Oh,
I might check out that movie because I think my cousin thought it was
Um,
funny, so I might like watch it with him.
It's not a Die Hard comedy.
no.
Oh,
I
as
think
shocking as
so-
that, the movie about the Klan did not turn out to be the comedy I wanted.
Actually, wait. Hey, going back to sorry to bother you for like 1 second. I legit like most people were like that movie was getting a lot of I guess praise, and it should. It's a good movie, but I honestly my expectations were I was expecting to laugh more, like more like laugh out loud stuff, but that didn't really seem to happen with that.
Mhm.
But anyway, with BlackKklansman, it's a Spike Lee joint. Oh, I guess this is like a unofficial review since we're probably not gonna do a half and half on it. I don't think it warrants it, but yeah, it's a Spike Lee joint. And it's definitely one of his better movies, especially as of recent. Mars, do you like Spike Lee? You do the right thing
I
occasionally.
like
I know.
this. My favorite Spike Lee moment is not even a Spike Lee movie. It goes back to the NBA Finals where Spike Lee was heckling one of the players, and then like the other player's like, you know what, fuck you, Spike Lee, and he decided to score like 30 points on him, and he's like, Spike Lee, sit down, and then they lost.
Yeah,
They said goodbye, Space Cowboy, and everyone
I can't
cried.
believe it. Spike Lee makes such well-developed movies. Like, how's he do it? It's got to be the shoes.
It's gotta be the shoes.
Exactly.
Spike
But
Lee's puffy hair.
I think it's a very good movie. It's very very heavy-handed with a lot of it, especially the ending, which I'm not gonna spoil, but the ending is just it took it in a direction
Does it, like,
like
does it, like, do it,
not,
like,
not
hammers
like
in
not
when they're trying to get in?
it hammers in the message. It's not like a narrative thing that happens. It's more like they basically like talk about like a lot of leftist stuff.
Don't kill the black people.
Yeah.
And talk about ham fists, like hammered and shit. I guess all what I've been doing.
The alt-right.
Yes, that's what I've been doing.
You've been hammering?
Yeah, I've been hammering. I've just been like my whole thing when I'm gone since the retirement. I just been making like YouTube videos still. Some get big, some don't. You know, it's very random. All the ones that I make about stupid shit always end up being the biggest. But I've just been watching some movies, and the one that I watched, like, I rewatched it was like The Departed.
Hey.
The Depart, like I didn't watch it like in like when I was like fully attentive when I watched it the first time. The second time I rewatched it, I was like, wow, this is like a shitty good movie.
It's
No,
not
like
the
it's
best
actually
of
pretty
them,
shit in like retrospect. Like a lot of it is just terrible. Like first off, let's just cut this out. Like Matt Damon, he does good. Everyone else sounds like shit. Everyone just sounds terrible. Like Jack Nicholson, I don't even know what the fuck he's doing.
I know that's like, I know this isn't what like you mean, but when you say like everyone else sounded shit, I'm just imagining like they have like fucking like tons of reverb on their voices and they didn't do like echo cancellations. Like, hello there.
No, they just sound like no one. The whole thing is like set place in Boston, but like only one guy.
Everyone's
has a
like
Boston accent. Even like Mark Wahlberg, like the actual like Boston guy, sounds like he's fucking like trying to like hamming his fucking Boston accent up. Like he's like there's like things where like he was talking to Matt Damon like I have the best Boston accent on like the set, and it's like no you don't. You sound like a cartoon. You sound like a cartoon character.
I think,
and you're an asshole.
I don't think I've seen The Departed. I do really appreciate Martin Scorsese's films. Taxi Driver is probably my top like 3.
I think this is the one that he won an Oscar for, and it's like this movie sucks.
Yeah, and
though.
he didn't win the Oscar for Goodfellas.
Yeah, it's like you should have won it
he
there.
lost it to, like
you won this like Oscar for this like terrible movie because like it was a horrible year. It's like this movie. Like first off, I hate the marketing. It has that really obnoxious like pirate song that goes dun 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 dun. I hate that song. That song needs to burn in a fire. It's terrible.
I feel like the fucking like Who Let the Dogs Out was worse.
That one's endearing. I hate this one. But like there's like really like bad scenes in it too. Like there's just scenes that make no fucking sense. Like so for those of you who have not watched The Departed, there's like a part in the movie where the whole movie is basically this. It's about Matt Damon. He used to be a kid. There's this big mafia Boston boss by Jack Nicholson.
I think we all know he used to be a kid. Like
he used to be.
He didn't just come out the womb as a fully grown adult. You know.
So
yeah,
essentially
he crawled out of his mother's vagina, and then he got like sprayed in the face with magic dust, and then he became a grown man.
So there's like two things. It's about these two characters. It's basically like the two main leads. Matt Damon, he is a cop in the DA or something, but he's secretly an informant for Jack Nicholson, a Boston mafia guy, whatever. And then Brad Pitt, this guy who's working for the mafia, but he's actually a cop. So it's basically a rat story. Like, you know, two fucking rats. They don't really explain why Brad Pitt is in the situation as he's in as clearly as he is, but whatever. It just seems weird. Like
Brad Pitt's not in the movie.
Oh, not Brad. Oh, the reason why I say it's Brad Pitt is because he was originally supposed to do it. It's Leonardo DiCaprio. Fuck. He's the producer. That ruins the whole criticism of it, but fuck you. Leonardo DiCaprio is like, they send him the police are like, Leo, we're gonna give you this job. We're gonna send you to jail. Or we're gonna send you to prison, and you're gonna be inside the mafia. They don't explain that truly well. Yeah. Whatever. But there's this one scene that's like the worst thing I've seen in like a Oscar-winning movie, I think. It's like a scene where like Matt Damon, he's like, the mafia guys are going into an area that's bugged by the police, and Matt Damon's like, oh shit, I gotta warn them. So he pulls out his fucking flip phone. He doesn't pull it out, he puts it in his pocket. He starts texting him with this flip phone in his pocket. without looking at it, and it's spelled. And he's like writing. I think he like writes like full sentences, no spelling errors.
Does he have like Braille on it, or like how does he know like what letter
He
goes
doesn't.
where?
That's the thing. No one can fucking do that. Nobody can fucking do that. It's the stupidest thing. It's the stupidest scene I've ever seen.
Also, the fact that it's a flip phone, was it like semi-open? Like, was it like was like the top part like on his thumb or whatever?
Yeah, it kind of was.
Because like if it's like in his pocket, then it would need to be like mostly closed. So it's like, how did he maneuver his thumb?
It's just like probably like one of the poorest, if not like the pianist or like the artist, or like this is one of the worst like Oscar like winning movies I've seen. And
you haven't seen the English patient.
also, do you guys know? Well, you've seen the movie. Remember the ending, where how hammered in that piece of shit was? It was like, look, there's a rat on this windowsill. Oh.
Get it?
Get it?
I don't think Martin Scorsese didn't write. He didn't write The Departed, but he didn't write Taxi Driver.
He
either,
did direct it, but like the other problem is that there's nothing really of like any sort of like cinematic like piece of it that's interesting. Like it's not even like there's that one Twitter account, it's like One Perfect Shot. You will not see this in fucking Departed on there, because like all the shots look muddy bullshit, and like even like the scenery is like wrong, because like I got like true Boston people like, this is bullshit. Their apartment is stupid.
I don't
wait.
Oh.
Tim, what was the fucking thing like Tatsuya showed us? Was it like something strange about the Johnsons?
Oh yeah, it was the strange thing about the Johnsons. It's this short film. I only know about this because the guy who did Hereditary, which is a movie I still haven't seen. I really want to.
He directed
but
it.
It's he directed.
Yeah, he made it like a short film, right? And okay, I don't know if it's supposed to be a comedy or if it's supposed to be a horror film, but like
I think it's supposed to be both.
Because like the whole thing is that it's about this dude who like I guess rapes his dad, and that he like I think murders his dad for finding out, or like I guess everyone starts like dying because like they're slowly finding out. Like the dad tries to write like an autobiography so that way he can like find help, but like his son is like, oh, what are you doing with that? I thought we had something special. It's fucking weird. And then the dad starts crying, and then he goes into the bathroom, and then he's taking a bath. He has his headphones on, listening to music, and his son is knocking on the door. It's like, hello? But he doesn't hear him because he has headphones, and he's just sitting in the tub. He's like, you know how I feel about locked doors. He fucking kicks the door down.
And I know that this is I know like what happens is that like you know what you're getting into when the short starts off with the kid jerking off, and you don't see what
starts with him jerking off,
and you don't see what
you don't know he's jerking off.
You don't see what he's jerking off to, and then
his father comes in and he gives him like a life lesson, and then like he leaves.
He like brushes his cheek.
Yeah.
Wait, he brushes his cheek. His son was like masturbating. Why would you touch him?
It's so weird, like because it's supposed to be like don't worry, son, it's something normal. Everybody does this. It's fine. We need to be open about this. And he's like, I love you, son. I love you too, Dad. And he brushes his cheek and then leaves. And then he looks back at the photo. It's a photo of his dad.
I watched that movie with my dad on Father's Day. It was pretty good.
Have any of you seen Hereditary yet?
No.
Hereditary? No, I'm not really into horror stuff.
I'm not big into horror either, but I still really want to see it. It looks really great, and I've heard it's.
I watched the half in the bag on it. Didn't really seem like my kind of thing.
But they're gonna say the half and half.
Yeah, I listened to the half and half they did on it.
You listen to Reddit letter media.
Fucking
exactly.
This episode of Cartoon Planet. Take a shot every time we mention half and half. You'll die of alcohol poisoning.
Take a shot where Glem mentions, our enemies, Reddit letter media. Come on.
I bet you have zero karma.
That hurt to say.
Well, I bet your favorite person in the world is Rich Evans. I bet you keep a picture of him in your wallet, bro.
I bet when your dad walks in on you masturbating, it zooms out and it's a photo of Rich Evans while you jerk off.
You claim that you're like Jay, but you're really Rich Evans, Glem. I'm sorry. You're
Rich. I guess Glem really was defeatable.
Like looking at threads and it's just like on like 4chan, it's just like one of them just goes like, remember when Mike was a healthy weight? Damn.
Oh.
Disrespect.
Remember when Max Landis was on Best of the Worst, and then he disappeared from the internet after he was accused of sexual assault?
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
you, Glem.
that's
There's
I'm
fucking
just-
one perfect shot of the party. That shot is fucking garbage. Oh, it's the fucking
I'm just
scene
thinking-
of him with the phone!
I'm just thinking of the one fucking like half in the bag thing, right? Where he's talking about how he thinks he has dementia because like he imagined Yoda in a fucking like bikini dancing
I
while
love
shaking
that.
his ass.
I love that clip. He's like, we saw a trailer for a Garden Gnome movie, and Sherlock Gnome's footage is playing, and there's like a naked gnome, and his butt was dancing. He was wearing a G-string. For a minute, I thought Yoda did that, and you can just tell that Rich Evans is just like he doesn't even think it's
What?
funny. He's just showing genuine concern. And then there's also it was in a different video where it had that same clip, but it's like also had footage of Rich Evans talking about the Best of the Worst thing, where he's like, and then the police chief says every day ends in a Tums festival, and then fucking Rich Evans like, no, that was Samurai Cop.
Space Cop.
I have a little hypothetical for y'all. If you could
What's up?
get, if you get any celebrity, right, and this thing that they do is going to be broadcasted on TV, the internet, radio, fucking newspapers, everything, right? Fucking AOL, and you get to pick one celebrity, and they're gonna say, and it says like, insert your name here. It's simply epic. Who would you pick? And why?
I would get like
Kanye West.
I would get fucking what's his name? I would get Stephen Hawking that he's not dead. I get him to say it.
Steve, you get necromancers to resurrect
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking. He goes,
Mars reviews is simply epic.
What's the fucking parrot from Aladdin? I
Iago?
would get parrot from
the
Aladdin. What's his
parrot-
name? Fucking that one
Gilbert.
he
Gilbert
was the little dude
Gottfried.
from
Gilbert
Cyber
Gottfried
Chase.
say, Mars reviews is really epic. No, I would get who has a really stupid voice? Rosie O'Donnell. She would say like one of the monkeys from like Tarzan. I would appreciate that.
You know, I kept getting Rosie O'Donnell confused with Roseanne Barr, and that was funny because when have you seen the video where she talks about the tweet where she called the Obama administration person a monkey?
Well, Rosie O'Donnell can't call people monkeys. She played one once, so it's pretty fine. She knows her
No,
monkeys.
well,
She earned it.
Roseanne Barr made a tweet that said like something about Valerie Jarrett, and
She looks like
the Rosie.
And now I'm just imagining like some like grown ass like fat white guy. It's like, yeah, I play Curious George. I can call people monkeys.
I can call black people monkeys now.
What happened was Roseanne Barr was asked in an interview about that joke, and she just said something like, "I thought the bitch was white."
Oh, the person that plays like Donkey Kong is like, Obama looks like a fucking
And
gorilla.
you can tell that like Roseanne's career is just going on a downward spiral because she looks like a trailer park mom in that interview.
Nintendo shit cube. They get Barack Obama to be Donkey Kong.
John Goodman says nothing because he knows he'll get in trouble. I don't want to say
And then
anything.
she called and then she said that David Hogg gave the Nazi salute.
I'm just thinking of like the one. I'm thinking of, like the one like PewDiePie thing because like there's a whole Nazi thing like a year ago, and how like they used the clip of him doing like a Nazi salute, and in the context of the video, it's like he's talking about people taking shit out of context and how he thought that like someone would take that out of context and call him a Nazi.
Dude, it's like JonTron. These are
Have any of you seen the video where it's like the old Game Grumps intro, but it just replaces?
Oh,
Yeah.
I fucking love that video.
You know, like 50% of black people, you know, they commit crimes.
rich whites commit less crimes.
That's a fact.
Fucking hell.
Look it up.
Zeep should have made that video. I'm very disappointed that he didn't make it.
I think I still have the recording of him, like...
Fucking Japanese piece of shit. We should have sent a fucking third nuke to fucking destroy your fucking country. We should have fucking just killed all the Japanese. Fucking gooks.
Johnstron or Z?
That's out there.
Both. I'm just imagining, like, Jontron, like, he's dressed up as Zeepster. It's like, hello, I like politics.
Hello, I love politics.
I'm everyone's favorite Gorilla's YouTuber, Zeepster.
Yeah. He was gonna make like the fall of Jontron or something for like April Fools, but he decided not to do it. It was the worst thing he's ever done.
I like unironically really love like the Zeep's videos. I think they're really cool.
Yeah, Zeep's videos are really interesting.
Zeep's videos, fine. Zeep the human, terrible.
Yeah.
Like, wait, did he like outdo my like score in like Garfield cart?
I'm not sure.
He kind of stopped.
Yeah, he kind of gave up.
Nice.
He's a loser. You fucking loser, Zeep. You fucking failed.
I think I have like 1,000 hours. Let me see.
God, I would
my
check right
profile
now,
real
but
quick.
launching Steam's kind of the bitch since I don't have the icon up. I just have it in a separate
Okay.
folder. So I have to go into File
Games.
Explorer.
I have 1,432 hours in Garfield
Jesus
cart.
Christ.
I have less than
The
an hour.
only other
Let me
Thinking other
see
things.
Zeep.
I don't own
I
Garfield
have Zeep on
card,
my
but I
friends
do.
list.
I have given myself a copy of Bad Rats for free. I didn't spend any money on it, of course, because what happened was I was over at a friend's house and his computer had a copy of.
Oh shit, Zeep has only 881 hours. Get fucked.
like,
Yeah, I have 1,400. Nice.
scrub. Fucking bitch. Wait, baby can't play Garfield card?
Fucking, I'm a Garfield cart master. Fucking top that shit, Zeep. I challenge you.
Just give up, just kill yourself.
I think he's actually gonna do it now, and then I'm gonna have to fucking leave my computer on overnight. It's gonna fucking overheat and explode.
I doubt he will. So something just tells me he won't. He's definitely got other concerns.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely.
he doesn't. He's a fucking loser. He needs to do what he needs to do when he needs.
This is
He needs to
destiny.
fucking keep playing Garfield cart, or he's gonna continue being.
Who does have the world record?
Cyber?
For Garfield cart?
Yeah.
No, there's people who have played more than 1,000. I think like the most is probably like 10,000. I'm gonna double check that. Right now.
Very cool.
Okay. Most hours in Garfield.
The most. I think there is a person who has over 13,000 hours in Garfield cart.
Okay, most Garfield cart playtime ladder. Let's see, steamladder.com. It's someone who has 13,000 hours.
Wait, why aren't you?
Actually, it's
on
not too
here?
bad.
No.
Wait, what? Am I on here?
No, you're not. Nor is Zeepster.
Do you think that
What the
you think-
fuck? Actually, yeah, no, Zeep would be, he'd be the 22nd person on this ladder.
Do you think that
It's a pretty-
Garfield will
Yeah.
appear
It's
in,
a pretty
like-
shit ladder.
Do you think he'll appear in like
I'd be
Garfield?
the 11th.
Wreck-It Ralph 2. Garfield disappears in this little cart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a movie that's coming.
Wreck-It Ralph 2, and then he looks over, he's like, hello, I am Lazagna Cat, and then he hops in the cart and everyone laughs. It's gonna be funny.
My
Love
favorite.
I
Sorry,
hate
Disney
I hate
princesses on
the
the timeline.
Wreck-It Ralph 2 like promotion is so obnoxious. It's like the movie
It's like
has like very
90% Disney.
little... No, it's not
It
even
looks
that.
like-
It's like, you know, we get that Disney owns most of the shit. It's just that it's like, what is our marketing? Look at the princesses. Look at them wearing their pajamas. Look at
Well, yeah, it's literally just because, like, that's, like, the new thing, right? It's, like, top 10 Disney princesses, or, like, top 10 things you didn't know about Disney, like fucking Disney
Oh,
shit.
okay,
It's
okay.
popular as hell.
Here's what
Right,
here's
it's-
what the premise is. We don't really have any real premise, and even in the main premise, it's like 6 years after saving the arcade from Turbo, whatever. Wreck-It Ralph is gonna go into the internet space when the Wi-Fi router gets plugged into the arcade, and he must find a replacement for the broken steering wheel. That's the main conflict. They have to find a replacement steering wheel. Along the way,
Wait, but didn't they just... Wait a second, but didn't they make an entire car just out of like random shit in the game? Why didn't they just do that?
No, the whole thing is, this is literally just a fucking excuse to explore Disney products. They promote the Disney products in the fucking premise.
I love the one fucking like thing in the background. It's like a building with a Kermit's face, and it's just turning around. It's like, help me.
What the fuck is
My
this?
favorite part about Wreck-It
What the hell
Ralph,
is
Ralph
this?
Breaks the Internet was Love Hub.
Is
Remember
this like the
Love Hub?
generic like
God.
lesbians? Like one has like a shitty fucking like shaved head and like one's like a fucking badass with like a car and like multiple tattoos.
Yeah.
And then
Wait, you guys know about the Love Hub thing, right? Like they had like a Pornhub parody on like the teaser image.
So porn exists. So like just like every
Yes.
movie, you know, any movie that is on the internet, I want them to address this. What is child porn in this universe?
They
I
never
mean, it's
addressed it.
canon
Address
in
it
this
where does it
universe.
go and how do these people like
In this-
use it in like
They'll
the
probably make like an offhand like a
offhand
reference to it
fucking
that's like
fucking rape.
hidden.
It's gonna be like, oh, here are all the rules. Rule 1, don't speak to strangers. It's gonna be like Rule 34. We don't talk about that one. And they're just gonna like, wink at the camera. It's gonna be something like that.
Oh.
It's gonna be like in a.
How much you want to bet? That's gonna be
Yeah,
the joke.
I know that's gonna be what the joke is. They're also gonna have like the upcoming Mario Bros movie that's gonna be made by Illumination Entertainment. That's gonna have like
God.
that's gonna be fucking awful.
Do you think that when they go to Rule 34, they'll show like just like a really quick flash of like Ralph like using his giant fist to loop the girl?
He's fisting the girl's like, I'm on a racket.
And then it's like a realistic effect too. It's just like it's not. It's just he just crushes her.
Oh!
There's just blood everywhere. It's like, oh god, I didn't know this was gonna
They
happen.
ruined Eeyore. It looks like shit.
They just gave him really detailed textures on his
Eeyore.
hair.
And then they have the joke in the trailer like the princess from Brave. I forget her name.
Everyone did.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone did.
As something Merida.
Yeah, but
I saw that
she's
movie.
just speaking.
Sounds like the Spanish word for shit.
Merida?
Yeah.
Does.
Miranda.
And she's
Pasta.
speaking, and like the princesses are like, oh, we can't understand anything she says. She's from the other studio.
Wait a minute, is this a Photoshop? Why is she holding a Sprite?
Wait, what? Send?
Is this real? Oh, I gotta get
Oh
to
yeah, yeah, that's right. Cause Sprite art isn't. Wait,
She's holding a
me see
literal
this.
fucking Sprite.
oh, please tell me
I
that's
want it. Like,
fake.
hold on, I gotta confirm this. Is she fucking like just drinking a Sprite in like the movie just casually?
No, it's an off-brand. It's an off-brand Sprite.
It's like a delight.
But still,
Or some
the press
shit, I don't know.
they're just like she's just drinking Sprite.
There was like a Jello ad that I saw, and they had like it was like literally the Coke logo, but it was like choke or something. It was
Chode.
so weird.
This fucking bitch is just
Chode.
drinking Sprite.
My favorite moment is when the Disney princess has the ad in her mouth.
What the fuck?
I'm just thinking of like the thing from Code Geass where everyone's eating like fucking Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
Why is she drinking a fucking Sprite? This is terrible. I hate this movie. When you gotta drink your Sprite.
Gotta drink your Sprite.
Remember,
like,
little girls, be like a Disney princess and drink Sprite. Wink.
It's like
I wonder if they're gonna do like the thing where, like every single, both that Teen Titans Go and Incredibles 2 did, where it's like the unsuspecting like female companion is the villain.
Aw, the fucking
Oh, yeah, they
like,
do
the
that.
fucking weird.
they do that shit in every Disney
Blue
movie.
girl.
Even like
Yeah,
Coco did it.
that's been the plot of every Disney.
It's like
Yeah,
not
basically.
Wow, women
When I
are
was
fucking
watching Incredibles
mischievous
2.
bitches that should not be trusted. Wow, way to put
When I
that
was-
Because,
progressive
okay.
message in there now.
And fucking okay, so in Frozen it was like the boyfriend, right? And then
Yeah.
in Wreck-It Ralph it was the king.
Well, okay.
In,
The thing with Wreck-It
Zootopia,
Ralph,
it
the thing with Wreck-It
was the
Ralph was
unsuspecting
that
sheep.
was the little sheep.
the thing with Wreck-It Ralph was that you kind of knew that King Candy was the villain from the start, but like it was the identity twist at the end was that he was just a different
he's just
character.
Turbo. And then at the fucking what was it?
Big Hero 6 did it.
Big Hero 6. Oh yeah, Big Hero 6. It was like the teacher.
And it was boring.
Fucking all of these movies have the same exact plot twist. It's like, oh, someone who you wouldn't suspect was the real villain. Ooh.
I predicted that shit
That's a good
straight
point.
up in Incredibles 2, and I was just...
It is. It's also in Teen Titans Go.
Well, I
Lying.
figured it...
Except the joke is that it's that people can see it coming, but it's not really.
I
funny.
was able to see it coming. I haven't seen the movie yet, but I just saw the character's name, and I figured it out instantly.
They do at least a vague, like, kind of funny twist on that.
But okay, here's
That's
what
about it, though.
the thing about Incredibles 2 was that the fucking character name. This is gonna be a spoiler thing, but I don't think anyone here cares. The fucking you meet at the beginning of the movie. You meet the character Winston Dever and his sister Evelyn Dever, and when you figure out that Evelyn is the villain. Guess what the name spells it out. Evil Endeavor. Evelyn Dever. It's fucking, like, they're aware of it enough to make
I think it's
fucking
worse with the
fun.
last name, because that sounds horrible to me, actually.
Wow, the
This
fucking
fucking-
really
Oh, man.
messy, untrustworthy woman turned out to be the bad guy. Wow,
The one that looks
the one that looks like Tina Fey, but it's fucking on crack.
Fucking pisses me off about these Disney movies though is that they're like, because like in fucking Moana, it's like, oh, you have a little pet and you sing, you're a princess, but like, and they still do it anyways. It's like, fucking just make up your mind. Are you gonna go like, against the norm, or are you just gonna continue doing it? You can't do both, you know.
I hated it.
Moana
I like Incredibles
had
too. It's
two
very disappointed
things.
by it.
Fucking Frozen as
Awesome.
well. That was another one that was like that. It was like, huh, I'm not gonna marry a man I met.
Love, I think you're gonna like this.
Well,
one.
okay, Frozen was kind of the one that kind of kickstarted it. The thing about oh god, that design was
Good image.
awful. That design was not good.
Yeah, it is.
Like you can tell which designs were created for Incredibles 2 and which ones were like original designs. They just moved to better software.
Pixar, what are you doing? Why are you such a shitty studio? Why are you so bad?
Well, John Lasseter is gone, so I think things will probably
God.
improve. Yeah,
Oh.
you know the thing about Pixar is now they're being led by Pete Docter and Jennifer Lee. Jennifer Lee did Frozen, but Pete Docter did Inside Out, which wasn't great. It wasn't. I wouldn't even call it like
Doctor is a fucking
mediocre.
Yeah.
a fraud loser. Not even a doctor. Idiot.
But I think
Fuck
Pete
you.
Docter was from the company at the start. He was with the company from the very start, so I think he'll kind of continue that.
Is he like
creative
He's been
Dr.
integrity.
frauding since the 90s. You piece of shit. You don't have a medical
okay.
license.
I think Dr. Seuss is shittier though, right? Because Pete Docter, that's just his name. Dr. Seuss, that's not his. He didn't fucking
He's
do
a
that.
doctor on
Remember
these
when,
He just
uh,
slapped Doctor in front.
Remember
Yeah.
when Dr.
Dr.
Seuss drew all those comics?
Surgically putting together these rhymes.
Remember when he did the World War II comic, talking about like how the Japs were gonna get people?
I don't even think his name was Seuss.
That's
I
right.
think it was like Dr.
God.
Sus.
No, it was Zeus.
Oh.
It's German.
So like, where is he from? Like a Germanic last name?
No,
No.
it's like his family. His
Zeus?
family was born in Germany. His name was Giesel.
Giesel Zeus.
No, his full name, his last name was Giesel. It's Theodor Zeus Giesel.
He bastardized his name. It's not even his real name. We bastardized
was just-
Here's the Who. We bastardized his name. Fuck. Why can't...
Let
you
me
think-
look at this. Yertle the Turtle was a book written about Adolf Hitler and anti-authoritarianism.
Also, wasn't it true that like he made all of his art like upside
I don't
down?
even think he didn't make
I-
it.
I-
You hired people to do it.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, he
I
drew.
thought he went to art
Did he?
school or whatever.
No, he had
I
his
think so.
he had his own significant like style that's pretty difficult to like replicate. I don't think
Because
He
I
had a-
heard that like he was kicked out of art school because he would draw everything upside down and his fucking teacher got pissed at him.
no
Thought he was stupid.
He went to Oxford and he got like he left the university because I think he was like he had a party with like a shit ton of booze, and this was in Prohibition time, so that would have been illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why he was kicked out of his Oxford magazine, and then he just continued submitting work under the name Dr. Seuss.
Oh shit! So it was like a legal thing.
Yeah, and he didn't go to art school. He went to, I think he was like a English major.
Alright, yeah, so that was the Cartoon Planet. We're back, I guess. So we'll probably see if we can do this again sometime later.
We're gonna be like fucking Twin Peaks. We're gonna make like 18 episodes, all just the four of us.
This is just like Futurama coming back.
He's coming back. It's like Family Guy. Remember when that
It's just
died?
like Teen Titans. That's gonna come back. Oh, wait.
Oh
my god. We're just...
Rest in peace.
Alright, we'll see. Alright,
Thank
we'll
you for
see you guys next time on the Cartoon Planet.
coming out.
Bye-bye.